So a couple people have asked me about my phone and said that they like it. It's a little different than their normal launcher that they have on theirs. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and make a little video about it. What I'm running is just a regular AT&T encrypted Galaxy S4 with super user permissions. That means it's rooted out. Stock ROM, stock kernel, nothing really major. Sorry about the quality of the video. If it's not in high def for some reason, it doesn't transfer well. But I am using the screen record from the App Store. This 3D launcher is, I think it's the best one on the market right now. The other ones don't really compare. The Samsung TouchWiz home screen is kind of boring, and this one here is a little bit more exciting. The widgets are completely 3D, as you can see, even down to your calendar. It's just a little more exciting. Your contacts for your quick dials, it's a big widget, but and you only have 8 on the front, but if you flip it around, you got another 8 on the back, which is kind of nice. Notes, the note widget is interactive. It's pretty fun. And what else? Let's see here. Even your app manager, your power toggles or your toggle switches right here. These are a little bit cool. Let's see here. I don't know if you need to root your phone out to use the 3D Next launcher, because I got it after I rooted the phone out. And so I don't remember if you needed to root or not. It will run on most of the newer Android models, Android operating systems. Your older ones, you may have a little trouble because of the processing speed the processing power you're going to need. But if you've got one of the newer ones, you probably have no issues at all. Another thing I like about it is the docking controls right here. You put whatever apps you want, and on the bottom, on most of your stock phones, your Sonys, your HTCs, and your Samsungs, you get your choice. You can put like 5 or 6 down at the bottom, but you're kind of stuck with them, and you can't move them around, and you can't put more on there. The folders are completely customizable. They're nice. I like them. They open up kind of like a tube, and very similar to the app drawer that pops out of this docking station right here. And yeah, it actually went a little fast. There we go. Really cool. I like the app drawer. Here's your folders jump out, and you can name them. You can, whatever. I don't need to. I don't ever label anything on here. What else? Shoot. Okay, a little bit about root. Rooting is pretty much giving yourself administrative privileges on your phone. It's your phone is a computer, just like a laptop or a PC. If you log into your friend's computer as a guest, you can use it. You can get on the internet. You can do things with it, but you're very limited on what you can do. You can't uninstall or install apps, programs, anything like that, because you don't have the permission to do so. Well, the carriers, when they buy the phones from the manufacturers, Samsung, Sony, HTC, they get them to where they set them up to where when you get it from AT&T, Sprint, Verizon, T-Mobile, you can't uninstall their apps. You are limited on what you can do. But most of the world has already kind of bypasses it. And if you buy your phone in, say, India or China, you're going to be able to do the things that you would do with a rooted phone over there already. I don't understand why, but I think one of the reasons why is you can't forget about your carrier. One thing, that the navigation system, every carrier has a navigation that you can pay between $5-10 and sometimes more a month to use that service. But I don't think I know anybody that uses their carrier's navigation. I believe everybody is like me and probably uses Google Maps or something similar because it's free and it works and it's better. I think they're hoping that one day you're looking to navigate somewhere and you're in a hurry and you just tap on it and oh, okay, all right, we'll just buy it then and go with their service. But I don't know anybody that does that. And anyway, some of the root apps that you can set your phone up with are really awesome. I use a lot of them every day. One of them is Call Recorder. I can record phone calls, both sides. If I'm in a situation where I think I need to save what's happening because later on somebody might deny it, I got it on the left right here. Call Record. That's that top left. It actually works and it's really good. Disk Digger is the next one. There we go. Disk Digger is the next one. We all delete our pictures once in a while that we didn't mean to, or music or videos or something. And what Disk Digger does is it goes back and it tries to recover the deleted items that you're looking for. And it's kind of hit or miss. Sometimes it's pretty good, and you can get pictures back. But sometimes you'll get pictures back and half of the picture will be there because the memory is gone, and it's fractured. It's just in pieces and it's unable to recover it. But it's kind of handy when you are looking for like a document, and that's what I do all the time is delete documents that I shouldn't have, and I go back and I actually find them. Droid Wall, that's one of my favorites right there. This one here allows you to deny or give permission to apps to use the internet, to use your data, which doesn't sound like it'd be very important, but when you buy free versions of apps, they have advertisements which are not only ugly to have on your app while you're using it and a pain in the butt and whatever, they use your data too, to send you those advertisements. And my data is precious. When I'm not at home and I'm using the data on my phone, I don't want to be wasting it on advertisements for a silly app. So if you take away their permissions for internet access, for data access, they can't send you the advertisements. And guess what? You have now got the paid version of their app for free. So I kind of like that. Let's see. Droid Sheep, we'll skip that one. ES File Explorer is a device browser, a local browser for your phone that allows you to do, amongst other things, be able to transfer files that are hidden. You can find hidden files that aren't in the regular files application from the phone. And most of you who have rooted phones know what I'm talking about, those hidden files that are that you are unable to find. The next one is a font installer. That one is great because, your phones, you get them, they come with maybe 3 or 4 options of what font you can use for your device. And this one here is fantastic because you can change the font to one of many. And you can't do that with an unrooted phone. You don't have the permission. But, there's a lot of choices of what you can do if you just break your phone loose. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch. I mean, they've got Star Wars, they've got Blade Runner, they've got Star Trek even, style fonts here. And it changes the font on your whole phone. I mean, not just your user interface, and your emails come in whatever font you choose, your messages, even when you're reading Facebook, it is on whatever font that you've chosen here. Now, okay, let's see here. SD Booster. SD Booster is pretty cool too, because if you notice if you go into your phone, you'll usually, the memory cache is about 124 kilobytes is usually what they have it set at, and you can't adjust that with a stock phone. But if you're transferring a movie that's 2 gigs, from your card to your computer or to the device back and forth, 124 kilobytes per second is not a very large byte. So you can change it to whatever size you'd like. I've changed mine to 4096 because that's a much bigger byte, and I have noticed a huge difference when I'm transferring files over large ones. What else? Let's see here. Greenify. Everybody's got an app killer program, and they all, they use it and they think, oh, well, they're killing their apps. Well, no, a lot of those apps come back in 5 minutes. Greenify shuts them down and shuts them down permanently until you click on the icon or open the app up. It won't work. And then once you close that app down, it shuts it down completely for you. Hotspot, we'll skip that one. Network spoofer, we're going to skip that one today. Pi controls. Pi controls are one of my favorites also. Right here. Let's see, you can't see it, but my finger's right on the right edge of the device. And it can be accessed anywhere. Pi controls are pretty much just a little toggle that you can use and you can choose your apps that you put on there you can access them quickly. So if you're watching a movie or you're on whatever, your emails or whatever, and you don't want to go back to the home and then search for your icon or your folders, go through your folders, find what app you're looking for, or you can just straight away go. And I would go to Facebook, but I don't want to put anybody on there that wouldn't want to be on the video. A downloader, that's a good one. You don't need a stock phone. You don't need a rooted phone for this one. That's my best friend right there on Tuesdays. Let's see, and let's go to the next one. ROM toolbox. You need tools if you're gonna root your phone out. Different things are very important to change up. You've got settings that you can change that you can't do with your stock settings on your phone. Stock phones are very basic on what you're allowed to do. ROM toolbox allows you to go around all the things you wish you could do with your phone. ROM toolbox would let you do it. I'll skip Samba file share. Startup manager, that's a lifesaver too. You can decide which apps you allow to open up right away when you turn your phone on. It helps you keep your performance in the green, so to speak, and you're not using up all your RAM. Let's see, swipe pads kind of like Pi controls, but it takes over the screen. Titanium backup right here. This one is very important. If you're going to root your phone out, you want to use Titanium backup and back your phone up, because anything could happen. If you make a mistake doing something, you might break up your phone, you might do some things, and you may need to restore your phone back to a previous setting. And well, if you use Titanium backup, all you got to do is log into it, and then boom, you get your phone back in about 20 minutes. The batch uninstaller right there that's next to it, that one is, if you're like me, you download a bunch of apps and then you don't like them, and then you forget about them and you don't delete them for a while, and then all of a sudden you just realize you need to go ahead and go through it, and then you got a bunch to uninstall in one time. Well, the batch uninstaller, you can just check boxes, and it uninstalls multiple applications in one shot, and you don't have to sit there deleting each one individually. I like that. 6-axis controller, that's only for a root phone also. That allows me to connect my PlayStation remote, my PS3 remote, to the phone via Bluetooth and play games. I can also control the phone with the controller as well, which you may think that sounds kind of crazy, which I don't really use it for much, but if I do connect the phone to my TV via HDMI and I screen mirror, it's nice to be able to sit on the couch and control the movie from a PlayStation remote. Screen Recorder Pro, right there. That is the application that I'm using right now to make this video. And a lot of these are not very expensive. The launcher, it's still under 20 bucks, so it's not too bad. You do have to buy themes and things like that if you don't like the ones that are for free. But generally, they're not too expensive, and if you don't go crazy with it, you're not going to end up spending a lot of money on it. But if you have any questions, let me know. To root your phone out, all you need really is a basic knowledge of computers and Google and a computer. That's about it. And that's what I have, is a very basic knowledge. So I'm not a big computer guy. So, but if you need any help, let me know, and I'll try and answer any questions or whatever I can do for you. Yeah, take it easy.